No, this can't be. I ran for what seemed like hours and I couldn't get anywhere. I decided to just lay down and get some sleep and think about it tomorrow. It does feel nicer here than the yellow rooms though, but it is a lot warmer. Day 4. I spent the day searching around. I found some crates full of useful supplies like almond water, flashlights, batteries, bandages, clothes, and even canned food. When I found a can of beans, I realized I hadn't even thought about my hunger up until this point, and I devoured the entire can. I finally changed my clothes and I was feeling pretty good about my situation until I realized that I didn't have anywhere to put all the gear I found. Luckily, I found a backpack in the next crate I searched, as well as a knife which could prove useful in many situations. Besides all the useful items I found, I also found lots of random stuff like a car wheel, crayons, burnt paper, a watch, and used syringes. Most of these things I didn't even touch, like the syringes, but the watch could be useful in telling me how long I've been in certain areas. Now that I had all of these things, I was set for most situations, and I actually had a positive outlook on things since I got here. I didn't want to get too hopeful because it feels a lot worse if things go badly, so I just focused on finding an exit to this place. Here, I can let my thoughts run loose as there aren't too many distractions. I can see why I thought that there could have been an exit nearby, because my instincts and memories see this place as somewhere that would transition to another place, and they all seem so oddly familiar, with a few things that are just off. I could faintly remember an underground parking lot with cars passing by, but in this place I'm alone. At least, I hope I am. The paranoia has been eating at me ever since I got to this area, where there are darker shadows where they'd be lurking, and it's not just affecting me mentally, but it's been slowing me down a lot as well. I don't think that the creatures from the yellow rooms could be here, because this place seems a lot cleaner. But there could exist another threat. I found a crate with a sleeping bag, and after several hours of walking, I'm done for the day. Day 5. I had a dream last night where I was sitting on a grassy hill. When I looked around, all there was were grassy hills. A light wind was blowing in my face and the grass. I felt calm just sitting there, but the grassy hills went on forever, and I didn't bother searching for an exit because I wanted to be there. Suddenly, the wind stopped blowing. Everything stood still. I felt uneasy and I ran, trying to find an exit, but I felt a sharp pain. Luckily, I woke up, but I found out that an area around my ankle was actually in pain because there was a jar of some red liquid that had leaked onto me. I hadn't seen it before because it was in the sleeping bag. There hadn't been any serious damage, so I bandaged it up and I was good to go. I figured that I should keep it as a weapon because just a drop was still very painful. I didn't feel like going back to sleep because I didn't want to have that dream again, so started walking. This time I was less paranoid, and I actually realized how much better this place was compared to the yellow rooms. To be honest, it actually felt nice, but it was a little warm. At least there wasn't a lingering stench and a loud buzzing. But I haven't encountered anything dangerous either. I just hope that it's smooth sailing until I get out of here. Throughout this new area, I found many diverse areas like parking lots and halls with white walls, but they never led anywhere. There are also times when there's a thick fog everywhere, making it a lot cooler, but I just take that time to rest because I can't see 10 feet in front of me because of the fog, and I don't want to get jumped. I guess I might be a little too cautious, but I don't want to risk death just to cover a bit more distance. I've also heard something close to me, so I'm moving towards it. I've moved closer to the sound, and I think that it might be the crackling of fire. Without that noise, I probably wouldn't have even thought about fire until it's too late. I haven't heard anything like it until now, so it must be something other than the environment. But I'm hoping that it's other people. Every couple of minutes, the sound gets louder and it seems to be around the next corner, but isn't. It's like it's right beside me, but so far away at the same time. I've been traveling for 10 hours just looking for the fire, but I don't even know if there actually is a fire because when I plugged my ears, the sound still kept reverberating in my head. I calmed down, and the sound eventually started fading. I decided to just lay down and get some sleep so I don't start losing my mind.